Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Juju's Journey. Boy, it's been a day. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. Today is December 19th. It's on a Friday. I woke up at 4:30. I'm sure you can tell this morning. My alarm clock went off at 4:30, but I did not get out of the bed until 5 a.m. But today was the day that I went with my daughter to get her wisdom teeth removed, and we had to be in another town at 8 o'clock. And it was quite odd that I was back in my town, I think by 10. They're so fast. But they did an exceptionally good job. They were so professional, so friendly. I would recommend them to anybody. We were doing a comparison of when my other daughter had her wisdom teeth removed, and the oral surgeon she was referred to then. I mean, we even talked about when we were bringing her home that day, like, was that even legal? It was like they didn't even put her in recovery. She walked out and got in the car. It was weird. But today this daughter had a whole recovery nurse. They wheelchaired her out to the car. They put her in. After she was good, she had an IV of fluids. They were very, like the oral surgeon, when he came in, he sat on the little recovery bed, and he was so nice and very personable. He didn't seem like he was in a big hurry, and he was really cute. I'm so old now, like getting older. He did not look young enough to be an oral surgeon. Like, he looked like a baby to me. He was so cute. But, and of course my daughter, she was funny, so hilarious. We did not videotape because, well, her fiance was going to videotape, and he got called out on it because we didn't see a sign that said no videotaping in the premises. So, but yeah, she was funny. She said something like, "What happened to my girls? I was talking to my girls, and I think I fell asleep talking to them. And then I woke up and my girls weren't there. Where'd they go?" And all she wanted was her coffee that she didn't get. She's the one that is addicted to Starbucks. Oh my goodness. If she did not go to Starbucks on a daily, she would have, oh my gosh, she would have so much money. She got a raise at work, and I said, "Well, that's your Starbucks money." Because she was like, it wasn't, it's just a small raise. She's only been working there a year. But I said, "Maggie, do the math. Do the math." I said, "That's your Starbucks addiction." She's like, "I didn't think about it like that." I said, "Yeah." So they're giving you a Starbucks every day. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm doing videos pretty much. I know y'all can tell that if you follow that I am trying to do a video every day. They're going to get better. This is just like my journey, my little way of expressing myself right now, because I was slumping. I was going down, and this is my accountability. Like, if you're going to walk the walk or talk the talk, walk the walk. And so if I'm telling myself that this is what I'm going to do, then I want to be able to have a proof of it too. And who knows, it could help so many people. I'm not the only person that's having a hard time during Christmas. But my goal is to watch my journey of joy come back. I want to kind of videotape how bad I was, and then be able to look at myself coming up at everything that I accomplished. And so I am planning for 2026, and I'm going to go at it strong, and I'm going to be very obedient and faithful to that plan, I hope. I'm calling it my focus. And So I'm kind of getting my feet wet right now, just trying to be accountable, getting caught up because I went a whole month without really doing anything. And I still have not accomplished everything I had on my list thus far, but it's okay. It's better than what I did last month, right? I mean, Christmas is only 6 days away. 6 days away. So I decided that this is a notebook, and I'm starting in the very back so I can tear out the pages from the back, and just in the front I'll write notes. And then I'm going to put them in this green binder that I bought from Amazon. I'm trying to get everything I want to do to help me find joy. And in this binder, I've got different sections. I've got my business, and then I have dividers with financial. And I decided to do a binder that I could add paper, but this would be where I do my big planning, you know. I mean, it's not intended to be like a journal, but I can write down notes and plan and kind of see how I'm going to execute my plan. I've got a giving section. I've got, these are my focal points for next year. Myself, adventure, and the last one is family and friends. And I thought that I would keep, these are called to remember. I didn't even write that right. I must have been tired then too. But joyful moments to remember. So I've started on, I only started on December 17th. And I wrote down, took Charlie to pick up. Like every day I want to be able to say, what was something joyful that you would like to remember about today? So on December 17th, I wrote, took my granddaughter to pick out a gift for my daughter, who was her aunt for Christmas. She wanted to go to the Dollar Family Store, which is really called Family Dollar. Turns out she remembered the Family Dollar store that she has been to maybe 3 times, not our usual bargain spot. She shopped very carefully. She picked out a pair of bedroom slippers, a strawberry candle, and a fake flower plant. She said it was beautiful. Then she was done. Today was a good day. That's all I'm going to write, just little tiny snippets. And then yesterday, I gave today. I thought and prayed if I should do this, and I felt as though it was the right thing to do. And what I did is I donated to the person that I've been talking about for the van, and then I donated or gave money to the person that I've been mentioned that passed away, and she has a family. She was only 50. So I did that. I'm going to put Ethan Van and Page's family. Anyway, that those things gave me joy. I did Venmo, and then I did the GoFundMe for the family. And then today, I put, today I'm so grateful to be able to go with my daughter to get her wisdom teeth removed. I was also able to get her meds and take her easy food to eat. Then I was blessed to have my son-in-law cook me steak. And, I took a nap. So, of course, I ran in and grabbed her prescription medicine. She had one pain medicine, which she's not going to take, and it's not recommended to take. But they gave her 800 milligrams of, I think it's Motrin. But then he said, they have a 500 milligram Tylenol. And he said, buy that over the counter. And he said, give her 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol. And then wait 1.5 to 2 hours and give her the prescription 800 milligram Motrin. And then 6 hours from the time you take the Tylenol, that was the first medicine, you'll take it again. And then 1.5 hours later, take the Motrin. And he said alternate for a couple of days like that until she doesn't need any medicine. But if things get out of hand, which, with wisdom teeth, that can happen, she does have a prescription painkiller. And she doesn't like taking medicine, so she's definitely not looking forward if she were to have to do that. But she did great. I went to the grocery store. I told them, go ahead and take her home and get her settled. And I went to the grocery store and I bought her the little instant mashed potatoes that are in like bowls. Like the little cups you just add water or milk and heat up in the microwave. I got her some beans and rice. She could probably eat that tomorrow. She loves filled peas and rice. And so I bought the little microwavable rice containers and then a can that she can heat up. What else did I get? Jell-O. I got all the puddings, like vanilla, chocolate and vanilla, then just plain chocolate, and then the Hershey's chocolate. So she has tons of those. I got her all the yogurts. What is the name of that brand we love? My brain is fried. It's 11:06 now. I was able to get her that. The yogurt. She probably got like 8 containers of yogurt. There was some of... I got her grits and I got her some oatmeal. Of course, all instant. I had to pick up some butter because she doesn't cook, so I didn't know if she had any butter. And I also got her little salt and pepper shakers because I didn't know if she even had salt and pepper. But I was able to take that out there and visit for just a little bit. And then I came home, stopped by a fast food restaurant to grab lunch for myself. Came home and ate it. And I said, you have a choice. You can do what you had planned to do today. And I said, you know what? I made my bed. I did devotion. I think it's going to be one of those days that whenever I get in my bed today, I'm going to say, if you didn't do anything else today, at least you made your bed. And so I decided to go get in that bed. And I took the best nap and I slept. Gosh, I think it was like 5:36. And then, of course, I had a few phone calls. Like my aunt called and checked on my daughter and see how our day went. And, of course, my children, they always call. But, yes. And so then I decided to wake up and get up. And all I did was watch television in the kitchen and play a game on my phone. And I waited until I got the phone call that says, okay, dinner's ready. And that's what I did. And then I decided, I came inside. Before I left to go eat dinner, I started my electric blanket because I keep my house at 65. That's kind of cold for me. But I'm trying to save on my electric bill. And plus, when I go to sleep, I'm warm, like extremely warm. And I'm wearing, it wasn't cold today, really. But I'm fine when I'm dressed because this thing is heavy. My sweatsuit. And so I didn't accomplish a lot. I still have not mopped. But you will be proud. I did damp mop I sprayed Clorox clean up on some coffee stains that I just spilled my coffee. I haven't mopped in what? It's, that wedding was what? November the 9th? And now it's the December the 19th. I have not mopped my house since before I went to that wedding. I'm going to do that tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow. No, I probably really will do it tomorrow. Usually on weekends. I usually go out and eat lunch on weekends or brunch with my daughter, but she's not going to be going out to eat tomorrow. So I'll probably just hang out around the house and piddle. I tried to let because I'm over at my daughter's every day anyway, while her husband's at work. I go at lunch and hang out, and then I get to see my grandchildren. And then I come home, and then I wait until I get the phone call for dinner. I like to give them their time. But on the weekends, I do try to let them just be a family without, me popping in all day. Sometimes I'll decide I'll grab something to eat on the weekends and not go back over. But I'm always welcome. So if they cook something I can't pass up, like steak, they always cook me a steak. Then I'll go eat next door. But so usually on the weekends, I'm more by myself. And so, yeah, I'm probably going to try to knock out some of these things. I did not list on eBay today, which I could have done that, but I didn't. But I'll do that tomorrow. But I'm proud of myself. I think I've done decent. I've kept up with my devotion. I've kept up with making the bed. I've gone places. I didn't have to be talked into it, I just, the only time I've taken a nap or gotten back in the bed, which I was doing whenever I was starting to slump down into a depression, I was going back to bed as soon as I got home from picking up my granddaughter and just getting up and going to eat and getting back in my bed. And I wasn't even washing the sheets. So, at least, I've got to tell y'all, okay, so I'm trying to bring joy back, right? So, one of the things I'm going to do for myself is start reading again. Last year, I couldn't, if somebody gave me a book, there's no way I could have even focused on the book. So, I have a bed in my bedroom where I have a remote control and my head goes up. And then I have a remote control and my feet go up. But my problem is whenever I get up to a sitting position, my end table and my lamp are behind me. Like you can't turn it on or off. You'd have to lay down and get that close to it. So I ordered what do you call those? A floor lamp that's got the overhang. And this also got a remote control. So that's going to be my reading lamp. I'm going to get a book, and it's going to stay by my bedside table. I'll probably end up usually when I read a book, I can't put it down. Like I'll read a book in one day. I have an addictive personality that way. Like if I watch a series and it's on Netflix, I'll binge watch it until it's over. So I might do 10 hours in one day. I've got to stop doing that, by the way. But no, I want to start reading before I go to bed. And with that bedside table, lamp, I'll be able to do that, hopefully. And so that's what I did to help with self-care. Because that's going to be for me. I've got to start enjoying things again. I still haven't chosen a book. So if y'all have a very good book to be my first read of 2026, please let me know. What else did I order? Oh, I know this sounds so bad. But I mean, I haven't bought new underwear. Like, I didn't buy new underwear last year. I have tons of underwear, by the way. It's not like I'm having to wash them and wear them every couple of days. But usually every year I buy a brand new pack of underwear. I didn't do that last year. So I did. I bought me a brand new pack of underwear. That should make me happy. And there was one more thing that I bought that should be on my happy list. It's on my Amazon, so I can't look it up. But when it comes in, I'll be excited. But I bought my granddaughter, she wanted No David, the Christmas edition children's book. And, you know, I taught preschool forever, so I love children's books. And then my other grandson is getting some kind of cube. I know y'all know what it is, but you can stick things in it and it tells the story, and I guess it even makes the scene on this something. But I can also record myself reading to him, apparently. But his mama asked, what is your favorite book? And I was thinking, okay, for my grandson. And I said, there's an alligator under my bed. So she, of course, didn't know what that book was. So I ordered it. It should be here, I think, in like 2 days. So he'll get that for Christmas. But the No David book it's been here. And that's for my kindergarten student. And of course she can memorize too, but I think she's really reading. They teach you how to read now in kindergarten. But every night this whole week, that's all she wanted to read before she went to bed. And so even tonight, she went and put herself in the bed, and she was upset because she couldn't find her favorite book, but it was right there. And it was still No David. So if you have like a 6-year-old, they love No David because he gets told, no, David, no. No, David, no. And so, of course, the whole book, he's doing stuff naughty, like taking off the ornaments on the tree and things like that. But that's a good book for him. But there's the other good book is There's an Alligator Under My Bed. I love that book, and all the kids loved it, too, whenever I taught preschool. There's an alligator under my bed. Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad. And there was never, like, they could never find it. But he did. He made him, there was an alligator. Because he ended up in the garage. Oh, goodness. But anyway, today was a good day. I'm fixing to go get back in my bed. I turned my little electric blanket on. You hear my dog snoring. Gabby, you want to come say hey? Come here. Come here, sweet pea. Come here. Say hello to your friends. Say hello. I'm a good girl. We're fixing to go get in the bed with her little stinky mouth. And she's going to get underneath the cover. And we're going to go night-night. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm proud of myself. Hit that subscribe, please. Leave me a comment, please. And thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to leave you with, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile down on you and be gracious to you. And may the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. And that's Numbers 6:24 through 26. And that's what I want, is I want peace and joy for the year of 2026. That's my goal. Let's see if I get there. I'm working hard on it, y'all. If y'all have any suggestions, let me know. And I know if y'all are going through this, you can do it too. We can get through it together. Bye.